Okay, so today I want to talk to you about brokenness. There are a lot of grown people, even Christians, that are broken, and they are broken by past transgressions. They haven't found a way to forgive themselves or forgive those who have left them scarred. Scars can last a lifetime if you allow them to. God said in his word that he would heal the brokenhearted and bind up their wounds. But we have to allow him to heal us, heal the land, heal us individually. But healing comes from first accepting that which was done to sometimes cause you to feel alienated, belittled, wondering if people can see those things that plague you just at a glance of looking at you. And I found that the devil is busy when we allow those things that keep us in bondage to things we can't change, but we can learn to live with, grow from, and if God says the same, have a testimony to tell how he helped us to overcome these things that was holding us down. There are grown people, men and women, and I say this with the greatest of sincerity and empathy, that have been molested or raped, and that's a really huge topic to tackle because we wonder why some women are the way they are and some men are the way they are, and why some lack the ability to love openly and honestly because they've been touched inappropriately at very tender ages when their mind couldn't understand this happened to me. And even those, I dare to say, that shared it right after the incident and was made to feel like it was their fault. Then there are those who are from broken homes, and the mom or the dad just couldn't cope because that mate was gone. So now you have grown people with a child's mindset because they haven't forgiven that thing that has happened in their past. Brokenness has destroyed even the best of people. But God is waiting to heal us, to help us to learn to live with these terrible things that happened in our lives. We have to pray for bondage breakers. There's an awesome book called The Bondage Breaker. And it tells us how to break the chains. But God's word also should be a light and a lamppost, that beautiful love letter that he wrote us to guide us out of that darkness that we so easily allow to take over who we are or who we're called to be. And sometimes you stand alone in sadness and misery And no one can break that shell down because the wall has been built so high because you're too afraid of wondering, do people see? But anything covered, it's like if you cut your finger or you accidentally cut yourself. Yes, we immediately cover it, but sooner or later you have to take the Band-Aid off so it can heal properly. Anything covered cannot be healed. You are not meant to be held ashamed for something you could not control. It was out of your grasp because if things happen to you as a child or even as an adult, forgive yourself and forgive your transgressor. Free yourself from this thing that can stop your life instantaneously. God is a God of love. If you can't take it to anyone else, take it to Him because He knows already. He's waiting on you to ask Him to blot out this spot, to take away this thing that could capsize your whole life and the rest of your walk. He's waiting patiently to heal you. Others may mock you or remind you and say they love you and yet remind you of what you went through. Those are not good people. Those are not good people, and you should pray for them. You should pray for them because 9 times out of 10, they have probably experienced the same thing. And they may have just said, this is life. It's the way it is. And they may have ice cubes pumping through their heart and their veins because they've become so angry with what was because they can't see what can be. Don't lose yourself in brokenness. Don't lose the possibilities of what could be for your life. Ask God to take away the shame and the pain that you are holding yourself bondage to and free you. He's just waiting. Become a bondage breaker. Allow Jesus to heal you and help you forgive and find a way to move on. You are so worth it. So worth it. And you are definitely loved. You are loved. He calls you beloved. As always, be blessed. And yes, I do love you.